To our victims' families first, we met with them earlier. Thank you for being here. And we're so sorry. And as Sheriff Tony said, your victim was not just sitting there in a box of papers. They are a victim. And that's why they have spent a decade finding some of these people who have killed your loved ones. So we're very sorry for your loss. And I know you have to relive this. And thank you for being here today. So sorry you're going through this. Sheriff Tony, thank you for your relentless pursuit of justice in these cold cases. And these cases are never cold when it comes to law enforcement. And I want to also thank Hayden O'Byrne. Where's Hayden? Our acting U.S. attorney for the Southern District, and Brett Stiles, our SAC for the special agent in charge for the FBI, and to all the great men and women at the Broward County Sheriff's Office, for our Border Patrol agents, all of our agents who are here who have done so much to help. Thank you all to the men and women, especially at Broward, and our victims advocates, our interpreters who have helped with this case. It takes a lot of people to make these cases, and they're so very, very important. And today we're here to announce the arrest of 3 more MS-13 gang members who were in this country illegally, and they were in Florida, and we will be reviewing them. They've all been arrested for first-degree murder. We will be reviewing them to see if we will seek the death penalty. This has been a long-running investigation that started in 2015. The victim in this case was brutally murdered, stabbed approximately 100 times by multiple gang members before he was shot in the head. He suffered tremendously. And these indictments are a warning to all criminals. We don't care how long ago you committed the crime. We don't care where you go. We will find you, we will arrest you, and we will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. Gamez Maravilla was located in Lake County, Florida. Get ready for this. He was hanging drywall at the Villages when he was arrested. Bermudez Martinez was apprehended in Minnesota. Great police work by all of our federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies working together. Found this guy in Minnesota. He thought he got away with this crime, and he did not. Navarro Martinez arrested right here in North Lauderdale. They are charged with brutal murder of a young man. One of these defendants sought him out, convinced him to come with him in his car, took him to a crime scene where they are all charged with violently stabbing him, almost like a game, to get a higher level in their gang initiation. They were all part of an MS-13. It's called Click, a clique that was living right here in Florida. They're not just a street gang. They are a highly organized terrorist organization. Last week in Virginia, you all saw, we arrested one of the worst MS-13 gang members. He was one of the top 3 leaders of MS-13 in our entire country. He was living right in Virginia, half an hour away from D.C., in a nice apartment complex with normal neighbors, bicycles in yards. They are living among us because they think they can get away with this, and they cannot. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing guns, and especially violence to our country. And under Donald Trump's presidency, that has stopped. Every 7 minutes, an American dies of a drug overdose. Over 75,000 people die a year of fentanyl overdoses. More than 2 homicides an hour happen in America. We know there is so much more work to be done, and that's why we are all here fighting for victims of crime. These gangs are organized, they are terrorists, and look at these 3 guys. They thought they got away with it for almost a decade, but they did not. Thanks to the great men and women of law enforcement, they were found, they were arrested, and if convicted, they will never see the light of day again. More arrests are coming. If you are a gang member living in this country, I'd self-deport right now because we're coming after you.
Hi. Obviously, the advocates in the gang and their good luck. Treatment is funny. They said to herself, how boss wants be specifically for MS-13.
Well, if you could see the pictures of this victim too, brutally, any homicide in my opinion is brutal, but brutally stabbed. It was over 100 times, right, Sheriff? All over his body. I mean, his neck, his chest, his entire body, almost like a game. Didn't they call it a piñata? They called him a piñata. That's how frightening and dangerous these people are. These gangs are organized, terrorist. They have a command structure. And one of the reasons they commit murders in this way is to increase their level within the gang. So yes, they had been operating right here. One of them, as I said, was caught in Minnesota. They are living among us, the most violent of violent, but no longer, thanks to great police work. And again, it's state, local, and federal agencies working so well together. We're going to find them all and take them off the street. These three were here illegally from El Salvador.
Question, not Hayes, because terrible tragedy. As you know, it is repeated in Spartan and the investigation now is actually to signal channel to the interactions, appropriate directions to the cabinet secretaries on secure protection as information. Lastly, you told before that the reason you have chosen not to investigate that is because this information is not being classified. The predicate for opening investigations has not been classification. It's been sensitive national security information. So I have two questions. First, can you tell me how you know it wasn't classified and haven't investigated? And secondly, have you discussed this matter president where he was?
I have not discussed it with the president. And secondly, the agencies themselves said it was sensitive, not classified. I believe one inspector general is looking at it now. Those cases would have to be referred to me. They have not been referred to me. They are being looked at interagency currently. Anyone else?
So, opening this decision.
No, nothing has been referred to us. These are intelligence agencies, and they are reviewing it internally.
All right, thank you all so much.
I can check one more.
In fact, I think
Yeah, hey, Betsy.
we're moving forward to such diverse marching safe for orders and church planes ground for you box to decide that.
I don't think anyone defied an order by a judge. That's pending in court right now. I think our attorneys have argued in court. I think there were arguments yesterday. We're awaiting a ruling. I anticipate this will go to the Supreme Court, be ruled in our favor. I don't believe anyone defied a court order. I think testimony came out in court that those planes not only had taken off, but were outside of American airspace. Moreover, they were illegal aliens from El Salvador, just like these guys on this chart who are committing violent murders throughout our country. They were some of the worst to qualify under the Alien Enemies Act. And we should be concerned about the victims of these crimes here in our states more than these defendants. Thank you all.